think anybody talk like me. Rich rising, rich rising. Alright. So we are burning Maria. We're burning Mary Untired of Knots incense. This space is protected. Dear Divine, please bless and charge me and the collective with the energy to bring a balance to our complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Rich rising, Empress. Dear Divine, please bless and charge me and the collective with the energy to bring a balance to our complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, all of that good stuff. What is above is below. What is outside is within. Please protect me as I channel the messages in my Matanji. Please help me to articulate my true expression. Okay, thank you so much. Jama Kali, Jama Durga, about to Sri Sai, may peace be with all. Alright. So, alright, it's a few things I'm about to do here in this live. The first thing I'm about to do is I'm about to burn some ancestor money. So, that's the first thing. I'm tired a little bit. I'm actually kind of tired. And I'm not going to be on here long. I always say that. But I'm not going to be on here long. It's 8:30. I'm going to start getting ready for work at 9:15. So, good 45. Alright. So, it said every morning we get two choices. We can either sleep with our dreams or wake up and chase them. Okay, rich rising. Aha, chopped. It's alright. It's there. We know what it is. Okay, so all right. So rich rising, rich rising, rich rising. 111 up there too. All right, so it's a few things I need to say today. It's a few things I need to say today. Y'all know I'm always a person that like to take accountability. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. Most times I like to take accountability. I'm always a person that like to take accountability when I know God loves me so bad, right? So bad, down so bad. And that's really big. Okay, so accountability. I watch my lives over, right? I watch my lives over. Not all of them, but a lot of them I do watch over. Even if they're like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours long, right? I watch the lives over. And there be energies. Like when I'm watching the lives over, I'll hear other downloads. Y'all, my nail broke yesterday after the live I did. Okay. Before I even got out the car, my nail broke. And you know, it's gonna be like it's just like a small karma that I have to pay for when I'm when I'm drifting. I'm not completely out of alignment, but when I'm drifting out of alignment, karma, I'm not exempt from karma. Karma be hitting right back. Cause I'm like, really? My nail? And this is the Saturn finger, right? And so, yeah, I drifted out of alignment last night a little bit, right? I drifted out of alignment a little bit. Okay. Because I listened to part of the live. So actually the live ended up cutting off at the end. Like at the end, I'm sure it was going to end up ending anyway, right? I'm sure it was going to end up ending anyway because of what I was talking about. Confirmation. Because of what I was talking about, and it's out of an alignment for me. Not me telling like my story or anything like that, but man, one of my biggest assignments is compassion and forgiveness. That's one of my biggest assignments. And yesterday, Empress actually had said something on the live, and she was like, I'm a strong woman. Um, like I wouldn't have been able to forgive her or something like that. It was in alignment with that, right? But I was like, yeah, I don't forgive. I as a human, right? As a spiritualist, having a human is it experience as a high priestess, having a human experience, okay? Because y'all, the high priestess is not a it's a assignment. It's an assignment. It's a title that you are assigned. It's a an assignment, okay? So it's almost like the lawyer actually being a lawyer, right? You could go to school to be a lawyer, but I guess I probably shouldn't use the lawyer because we got good and we have bad lawyer. Oh well, yeah, we have dark and we have light high priestess, right? And let me just use the words correctly. I don't care if they change it up and they start saying, "Oh, I'm a dark high priestess." Okay, that's gonna be the next thing. They're gonna start saying, "I'm a dark high priestess" around here. Okay, so you have good and you have bad, right? I love the reply you gave when I said it, and that's the thing right there, right? I don't forgive the demon that is assigned to anybody. I'm a ghostbuster. Confirmation right there. I'm a ghostbuster. So I don't it just reminds me of the Demon Slayer, like that movie that I was forced to watch with my kids, the Demon Slayer, right? And the guy that was the one that had the superpower, like a high ranked demon, he originally started off doing something really good, right? He was taking care of his, not really good because he was a thief. Okay, he used to steal so that he could take care of his grandfather. His grandfather died, then he went to go do training, but then they killed his master and they killed his girl. And then he just like lost it all, right? And so one of my, and you know, and I'm seeing all of this play out, and this shit is touching me, right? How did you become blind? I went to the beauty supply. Actually, no. I took 500 hours of cosmetology. I got my cosmetology license, and then I realized like, oh, I can be using this stuff on myself. And so then I grew up, I went to the beauty supply and I bought the things necessarily for it, and I put it in my hair, and now I'm blind. Okay. So the I'm watching this all play out in the Demon Slayer, right? And I'm I'm just like, we have to understand that the demon will trick somebody at their lowest. The demon will trick the demon will trick people at their lowest, right? Girl. I love Lori. Anything I ever seen y'all, y'all can share. Anything I share, y'all can share. Any and everything. Any and everything. All right. All I ask that is, if you truly don't like me, don't use my face on your page. If you truly don't like me, don't use my face on your page. Like it's a back. It's like it is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna address that too, right? Um, but anything I ever share with y'all can share. Okay. So I'm looking at the Demon Slayer, right? And I'm just now it kind of I was forced to watch that movie. I sent my kids to the movie and I stayed in the parking lot, but I guess you have to be 17 to watch it. And the first time ever my 16-year-old tells the truth about his age. Okay, and he's like, "Mine, you got to come inside, watch the movie." Okay, I come inside, I watch the movie. It just so happened that when I was buying their tickets, it was no space next to them. But I guess when we walked in, the guy that was sitting next to them was like, "Oh, tell your mom she could come down here and we'll move over a seat." And I was going to sit up at the top because my youngest, the Aquarius, didn't really want me in the movies. He wanted them to go to the movies. So, yeah. He was like, "You ain't want to go to the movies to begin with." And then he was like, "You might as well watch," because they've been trying to get me to watch the cartoon for I mean the anime for so long. And it actually was Sakai, y'all. Y'all know my baby transition. It actually was Sakai that first put it in my mind's eye, y'all. I showed y'all this picture before. I'm about to look up his birthday. His birthday is May 14th. That's not what I'm about to look up. When did he pass? July 2023. So I showed y'all this picture before. Rich Rising, Rich Rising. And if y'all can see right there, there's a face with yellow hair. There's a spirit guy right there. The purple hoodie. And I can see the yantra and the tantra. Yeah, this is a Vede that's in the floor though. Oh, you see that back there. Okay, but this is the this right here is actually it's a spirit, okay? And so all right, Gia, we talking about something right here. Just have a listen. Or I'm a matter of fact, I'm gonna just time you out for 30 minutes. Just listen. Just listen. Okay? Just listen. Okay. So so this is how he first said that he would come to me, right? And he was like, first he said like this, right? When you look at it like this, there you go. Purple hoodie, and then he has like a little crown on his head, right? And this is flipped this way. There's one spirit right there. And this was taking over, like I told y'all, I was in ritual when my son first passed away. I was in ritual. And so when I was listening back to the video, what I forgot to say was, all while I'm in ritual and I am, you know, trying to move my son to the highest vibration, I keep my mindset thankful and my thoughts positive. Okay, thank you for the affirmation. So all while I was in ritual and, you know, doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, at the end of the day, I'm human. Okay, I get on the internet. People can be like, "Oh, her son passed away. She not on the internet. She shouldn't be on the internet," or something like that. Like, y'all, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. What distracts us? Where do we find our whatever? Okay, so I'm on the internet. I really wasn't like, you know, on the internet, but I have 19 days after I exposed this woman, my son passed away from a silent asthma attack. A silent asthma attack, y'all. And so many things had happened. The day he passed away, it was 3:17 in the morning. 7:13, that's my daddy's birthday. Okay? It was 3:17 in the morning. When I pulled up to the hospital, the license plate in front of me said 666. when I went into the ER and they're doing CPR on my son, right? I seen his spirit. Y'all, I'm about to cry. I seen his spirit come out of his body. And in the room, in the room, and it's so crazy because in the room is Sire and Nas. Okay, it's Sire, it's Nas, it's his dad, it's me, it's the doctors. And my other two kids are seeing everything that's happening. They're seeing everything that's happening. So they're seeing the CPR going on and stuff, right? And I'm just like, I'm pushed back. I couldn't move forward. Like I would have, come on, I felt like I wanted to snatch the spirit back down and put it back into my baby. Okay? Like it's so many things going through my mind. And when I got up, I heard, I'm saying when I got up, let me correct this. Let me correct this. Me and Sakai had a conversation before he walked out the door, okay, to go to the hospital. Because he came to me and he said, "Ma, I think I'm having an asthma attack." I had let my daughters, it was the day after my bonus daughter's birthday, July 8th. Her birthday is the 7th. She was turning 18. 19. Maybe 19. 23, 24, 25. 19. She was turning 19. So she asked me, could she see my truck? I said yes. Okay, she wanted to go out. I said, yeah, you can see my truck. We were here. We have a car. His dad at the time lived next door. Not like next door, but the apartment complex next door. So all this is happening within minutes. I call his dad and I'm like, can you take Sakai to the, because I asked Sakai, y'all, I'm an asthma specialist. Okay. I'm a certified healer. Okay. I'm a deaf doula. So I asked Sakai, I took his, I checked him myself and I was like, I could hear you wheezing a little bit. Like it was so small. It was so small. And I was like, do you want to get on the breathing machine? I was like, do you want to get on the breathing machine? Now, my son hadn't had an asthma attack in God knows how long because I had healed him from asthma. I healed myself from asthma as well, too. Okay, I haven't had an asthma attack since I was in my adult life, maybe like 2009, 2010, 11, something like that. So I asked Sakai, I said, do you want to go to the hospital or can you get on the breathing machine? He was like, I should go to the hospital. I said, okay. Okay, let me call your dad so he can take you to the hospital. I call him. Look at that. That's me at the funeral place. So I call his dad. His dad come pick him up. And on the way to the ER, so I text his dad and I said, hey, it's early in the morning. He just got out the shower. Basically, he just got out the shower and do not be yelling at him about not having no lotion on. Okay? I was just throwing a little joke out there. Me and Sakai had a conversation before he left and we talked about stuff. We talked about healing. And I'm like, you good. I put Archangel Raphael's meditation on, which is my archangel assigned to me. It's also the healer angel. I put his meditation on. Sakai left out the door. 10 minutes later, I text his dad. His dad texted me right back and was like, Sakai passed out. I grabbed my husband's keys. I was getting ready to run out the door. And I heard stop. Go get the boys. Go get, like, everybody go to the hospital with you. I came back. I'm like, come on, y'all. Get up. We gotta go to the hospital with Sakai. He passed out. Like, come on. Everybody started moving. Everything started moving fast, but it was going in slow motion. I probably got to the hospital like 5 minutes after they had arrived. Okay? Like 5 minutes after they had arrived. They took me straight to the back. They took all of us straight to the back. I got chills. They took all of us straight to the back. And when I came in there, they were doing compressions on him. And I seen the spirit come out of his body. I seen it come out of his body. I seen it come out of his mouth. I seen it come out of his mouth. And so, and then I seen my spirit guys like push me back to a wall where I couldn't move. I was like frozen. Like if I couldn't move like this, but I could still move my hands. And I felt like I couldn't move because I had the eleckies on. That's what I felt like. Like I had these protection beads that keeps spirits from being able to jump inside of my body when I'm doing work. And I grab my beads. I grab my beads because when I'm going to a hospital, I'm going to a hospital. I'm going somewhere where spirits are lurking through the hallways and everywhere, right? And I grab my beads. And I was already anyway. I snatched my beads off inside of the hospital room. I throw them across. And the spirit guy still doesn't let me go. And then I see a gang of spirits. And then I see Sakai. Like, he left. He left. He went with who he went with. And I just stayed there. I stayed there. I stayed there with my baby. And I stayed there with his body. And then I had to come home. Like, we all had to come home. Everybody came and said bye to him at the hospital. But he wasn't there. And I literally had to come home. And when I got home, the first thing I did was I prayed. That was the very first thing that I did. I prayed. And then I just went to sleep. Like, I just knocked out. And then my spirit guide being came and he was trying to talk to me. And I was not listening. I was not listening. I was so angry. I was so angry. My dream that day, it wasn't a dream. I was literally thinking. I kept my eyes closed. And this isn't something like this that I'm talking like this. I don't talk like this to people. I tell people my story and I don't talk to people like this. And my spirit guides kept telling me, like, you are two different paths. I'm at a crossroad. I'm literally at a crossroad. One crossroad is telling me that you know what happened. You already seen that it was going to happen. I dreamed of deaths. I dreamed of deaths. And everybody that I seen in the dream had locks in their hair. But I thought it was me. I thought it was me, right? Because at the time, one of the people, they were light-skinned. My son is not light-skinned. They were light-skinned. And I couldn't see the front of their face. I could only see like their back. I could sense that they were related to me, but I was self-centered and I thought it was me. I thought it was me. And I'm a strong Scorpio. I'm ready to die every day. Every day. Every day. So spirit guides just kept telling me, like, you on two different paths. And this is where I talk about, like, your spirit guides don't fight for you. Like, we got to really start putting the words on what's really what, right? Spirit guides do not go to battle. They are with you. They're with you with every choice that you make. They tell you what's right, what's wrong, or whatnot, but you have free will. And my spirit guides was telling me, you know what happened. Calm down. Calm down. Okay? Because I'm gonna be honest. This is accountability right here. Okay? This is really accountability. I was doing voodoo at the time. But I was not doing voodoo on a person. I was doing voodoo to clean my life up. I have people attacking me on the internet that I don't know. I did not know this girl. I didn't know this girl. My husband don't know this girl. And it just was weird. I'm like, why? Why does this person want my life so bad? Why? And then I get up and I'm like, this shit didn't happen, right? I open my eyes, my spirit guide telling me the other thing is like, this is a test. Like, let's just go this way. Like, think about the Divine Mother. Think about your deities. Think about your assignment that you're on. Let's just go this way. Like, they're trying to pull me towards the good side, right? And I'm standing there like this, like. So I open my eyes and I get on the internet and bitches still acting like bitches. Bitches still acting like bitches. Bitches still talking shit. It's making me mad. It's making me mad. It's making me mad because nobody at that point knew that my son had passed away. Not one single person knew my son had passed away. I ain't put it on the internet. I didn't make the announcement. I ain't say nothing. I mean, my mama knew. Like, my mama knew. She knew right away. She in Detroit. I think she called some people. My sister knew right away. But, like, the internet, they didn't know. They didn't know. But this person is online talking shit every day, wishing death on me. Doing readings, saying somebody about to die, and if you come up against me, you're going to die. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. You're going to lose family. You're going to be losing your kids. You're going to lose your husband. You're going to jail. You're going to spiritual hell. And I'm like, why am I being assigned this judgment from this demon? And I have not done anything to you but expose you for being a liar and stealing my tweets, stealing my damn videos. Why am I going to jail for you doing something to me? And so anyway, y'all, because it's 9:02 and I'm going to be on time for work today. I'm not going to let this distract me. So this is the accountability right here. I get upset. Sometimes. Abby had texted me yesterday and she was like, you was already upset. And I'm like, no, I wasn't upset. I had already released this. I released this thing. But I don't think I released it all the way. Because I still get semi-triggered by certain things. I understand what my assignment is. I understand that I took on this job as a spiritual mom to help people get through their stuff. And I don't like when my kids don't listen. I don't like when I tell somebody 8 months ago, this is all accountability right here. I told Blue Rose Tarot, I told La Goddess, I told what's her name? Tori Tarot. Anybody, like I told y'all yesterday, anybody that girl has posted on their page, I tell them do not work with that girl. Rich Rising. Do not work with that girl. She is on the dark side, especially if you're not a dark practitioner. Now, there have been people that have come on assignment from the same demon that girl worked with, from the same demon, and try to befriend me and try to do that. I catch it too late because I'm one of my biggest things is compassion. So I try to give people compassion first before I just like totally be like, nah. Now, I don't know if the message gets mixed because this is one of my debts to humanity, that even when the message gets mixed up, that I still have to remain in alignment, right? Until the understanding is cleared. So let me clear the understanding here. Let me clear the understanding. Let me try to, at least, right? And let me just like be real honest here. If I said something wrong about anybody in the past, let me clear the understanding here. Like super clear. Like let me make it so clear. I don't like Eva. I don't like her. I don't work with her. I never truly have forgiven her 100%. I thought that if I say that I forgive her, then I could forgive her. But I realized that she is still doing this to other people. The way that she talk, I had stopped watching her videos. And then I watched some of her videos. Like after the thing with Legatus, right? I went and I watched some of her videos. And she still talked the same way. She's still doing the same thing. She's still wishing death on people's families. She's still doing these nasty readings that are not about anybody. They're not about anybody. They're just problematic. She doesn't teach anything. She doesn't heal anything. She doesn't expose anything, really, to be honest. So that's the only person in this. Her and Bree are the only two people that currently right now I'm just like, y'all weird. Okay? Bree, the reason why it's Bree is because she just so opposite energy. So opposite energy that she needs to be in alignment with. I already said that I was disappointed in her a long time ago. This sounds crazy, but like even Urban Alchemist, like I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her. Everything that she did was part of the assignment. It was a part of the assignment. And I just don't. I can't continue to be like I dislike this person or whatever the case is. I feel nothing. I feel nothing about Urban Alchemist. I feel nothing about Stashi either. Like absolutely nothing. It's not that I like them or dislike them or anything like that. It's just all about the assignment. And that's just me being real honest. Okay? Nobody has been able to touch my family after that shit happened with Eva. Nobody. You want to know why? Because I chose not to return to sender the way that she sent towards me. I chose not to unalive anybody. I don't wish death on anybody. When I do my readings and I be like, somebody gonna die, baby, it don't be from no return to motherfucking sender. It don't be like that. I don't send nothing like that back. I already got the point that they don't want their children. These people don't want their children. And when I say these people, I'm talking about Eva. She don't. She don't want to be a mom. She don't want to be none of that. She wants to be a high priestess on a twin flame journey. And it don't got nothing to do with being a mom. It don't have nothing to do with being a healer. It don't have nothing to do with her real assignment. Okay? And I get upset and very passionate, very fucking passionate, when she attacks divine feminine, women, and mothers, because I don't want anybody to go through anything that I have went through. Like, I just don't. I don't think that, I don't think, let me not say I don't think, because I don't know what a motherfucker can handle, but I just don't want to see the world lit up like that. I really, man, my mother lost her mother to death magic. My auntie lost her firstborn daughter to death magic. My grandmother lost her child to death magic. My spirit guide, Ben, died from death magic. I lost my son to death magic. I had an autopsy done. It's mysteriously, it's nothing. Like, it's nothing. They like, I don't, what they labeled it was SEA or something like that, right? C. The words is SEA. And I've never seen this. That was the first thing that stood out. And at the time that he passed, the day that he passed, I went on the internet. I ain't go straight to her shit. I went to my mumbo shit, right? I didn't even go on her page that day because I knew I would have probably got agitated. I went to my Mumbo page to tell her that Sakai had passed away. And Mumbo had posted in her story, she had posted in her story that a mermaid had appeared in the water. For the first time in Haiti's history, a mermaid had appeared in the water in years. Nobody had seen a mermaid for so long. And it just so happened that this is the same water that I got baptized in when I was in Haiti. That same night that we took that baptism, I had the dream of being reborn inside an emerald green sack. That same night, actually the couple nights before that, Matt Agway came to me and took over my whole being. My whole being. And I seen really what my assignment is. People say things about me, and I don't know. I don't know. All I can say is that people that truly love me, people that truly understand me, they know that I'm one of God's strongest motherfucking angels out here. And leave me alone. Leave me alone. All of it is a distraction. Don't spiritually ask me for help in the spirit realm and then show up in the physical and act like I'm attacking you. Acting like y'all don't watch me, acting like y'all don't know what my story is. And I'm not talking to the people that comment. I'm not talking to my day ones here. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the other 6 people that be on these videos. I said 4, but then I seen 6. The other 6 people that be on these videos, they never like the videos. They never comment. They never say anything. They don't say Rich Rising. They don't say have a good day. I'm talking about those people. I'm literally talking about those people. I didn't meet y'all by accident. And there is nothing. I don't practice dark magic. I don't practice black magic. I am a red magic and a white magic person. That's it. I don't put anybody in no baby dolls. Okay? I told y'all, I only put 2 people inside of a doll, and they're rapists. They're rapists. Okay? And that was red magic. Because they were actively raping children. Actively. And then they went to jail. Because I imprisoned the doll. They went to jail. As they should. I could have stabbed the doll up, but that would have turned it into black magic. That's what I could have did. That's what I really wanted to do. But as I'm doing my work, I have a spirit guide that sits right next to me that I have been told to listen to. This baby right here. This baby right here. I'm not talking about being. I'm talking about this baby right here. Sakai's coding. The recipes of life. This baby right here is the master coder. I had a dream about him last night. And it's after I did the ritual. The first part of the ritual. Because I'm going to do the ritual for 3 nights. 2 more nights. After I did the ritual. After I did mantras. After I sat there with God. I fell asleep. We're in a library. Okay, it's 9:16. We're in a library. I asked the record keeper, okay? I asked the angel that's in the library with me. I said, give me the most abundant book. And I'm looking at all these different paths. I said, give me the most abundant book, okay? And I'm going to be honest. I ain't used the word abundant. I'm using the word abundant online, okay? I said, give me the richest book. Give me the book give me the one with the wealth in it, okay? Because that's what this full moon is about. Like, I'm not getting lost in the sauce and forgetting what this full moon is about. This is a Pisces full moon. This is Jupiter, baby. This is Jupiter. This is not an Aries full moon. You need to look at the nakshatras, okay? Look at the stars. You will know exactly what alignment it is. This is not an Aries full moon. This is not about war anymore. We won. We won. Anybody that think because I lost my son that I lost, y'all out y'all rabbit ass mind. In the library, these are all different. These books are assignments. These books are assignments. They're paths. I said, give me the most abundant one. He come with this big, heavy ass book. I'm like, how am I supposed to carry that? And that right there is my Libra Venus in the 12th house, subconsciously thinking like, I can't carry no heavy ass book like that. Like, give me a smaller one. It's okay. I'll be poor. I'll just take what I can get or whatever the case is. I was like, nah, give me the heaviest book. Like, I'm over here doing rituals for people. I need the one where the other people is inside of my recipe book as well too. So he comes, he bring this big ass book, y'all. I can't even make the shit up. But when he put it in my hand, it gets smaller. All right. And it's also very white in here too, in this library. So I know it was a part of heaven. I know it's a part of the light assignments, right? And so he puts this book in my hand, and we're facing this way. We're facing each other this way. So I'm facing him. He looks over my shoulder and he smiles. I turn around like this. I see the back of Sakai's head. He's sitting at a long rectangle table with a whole bunch of other books open. Like, the books is open like this. Okay? And I instantly start moving towards Sakai. I'm always trying to go towards Sakai. That's the key. Go towards my child. Who, when he left his body, he left from his upper chakras. Not his lower chakras. When you leave from your lower chakras, you have to go to hell for a minute. Purgatory, y'all. Okay? When you leave from your lower chakras, that means that you have something to do. My kid ain't do nothing this lifetime. He coded. That's what he was doing. He was coding. He coded. He was a Taurus. He was eating. And just loving his family. And trying to, every 5 minutes, he'd be like, "Mine, that's your family." Every time I say something about something in this family that just didn't make sense, he'd be like, "Mine, that's your family." So anyway, he's sitting at the table. He reading. And I'm coming towards him, right? But it's like starting to go in slow motion. And this is a dream. So when my dreams start moving in slow motion, I know that I'm getting ready to come out of the dream. My dreams start going in slow motion. Ah, that hurt me. Oh, y'all, hold on a second. this earring always give me a problem. Okay. So my dreams start going in slow motion, and I'm going towards my baby, and he's sitting there, his little long locks, and he turned around like this, and he give me the most perfect smile, and then boom, I wake up. I tried to go back in that dream for at least an hour. So when y'all be dreaming something, and you know, you be like, nah, I need to go back in there. I need to go do something, right? I need to go do something. Hold on, wait, let me get back in there. I know that feeling. I'm like, I need to go back in there. And so I try to go back into the dream, but I can't. And then I got a confirmation on my phone, an affirmation. And it's so crazy because it's really time to get up and get the kids ready for school. And it says, I may be moving slowly, but I am conquering mountains. That's what the affirmation said. I may be moving slowly, but I am conquering mountains. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it like that. But that just told me, like, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, and it's time to get up and go up the mountains. So I just want to say, like, I can't go backwards. I can't go backwards. I said last night, like, every time somebody call this girl out, I'm going to stand 10 toes down and tell my story. My story is all over my page. It's all over my page. It comes out in the readings and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going to do that no more. I'm saying this on camera. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. To Legatus, if she ever watched this video or whatever the case is, like, I feel you. I totally feel you. And any other spiritualist. The Cancer Soul Tribe girl came on yesterday. Nia. She came on. She said something. The Queen of Cups girl. I don't know what her real name is, but the Queen of Cups girl and any other spiritualist that has battled with this demon. I'm going to be real honest. The way that I shook black magic, right? That the way that I shake black magic, because this ain't the only demon that I battle, y'all. This is not the only assignment I'm on, okay? This is an internet assignment. Now, it's an internet assignment. It was very personal. But now it's back to the internet type of assignment, right? The way that I overcame black magic put on me, and I had black magic put on me. Weight spells, motherfucking destiny swaps, doppelgangers, energy harvesting, constant battles with people, manipulation spells, shit, the ugly neighbor spells and shit where people try to battle up against me, don't like me, and don't know why the fuck they don't like me. We really have to dig deep into our, I know y'all, this big accountability and this big ego breaker right here. Y'all get y'all dreams, y'all listen to y'all spirit team and all that stuff. But I really want y'all to be really honest with yourselves. And I want y'all to say, what took y'all so long to say something about this person? What took y'all so long to say something about this person? I let this girl do everything that she was doing for 2 years before I was able to call her out. I got cloaked, my tongue ripped out, goofer dust blown in my face, all different types of shit before I was able to say something to this girl. And it was not until I literally gained my twin flame, until I came into alignment with my twin flame. Listen, a twin flame is another spiritual being bringing you messages from the divine. That's how you come into union with your twin flame. Y'all, that's a twin flame. It could be an actual physical person. It could be an actual physical person. But they have to be spiritually aligned and bringing you messages from the divine. Not just you bringing messages. I bring messages to Sakai. Sakai bring messages to me. We work together. Okay? I'm not, it's not, that's a twin flame. It was, Oh, she said, oh, I'm tripping. Girl, I closed that real quick. I closed that real quick and was like, let's come back on. Okay. So, yeah. It's a twin flame is literally like another spiritual being bringing you messages from the divine. Okay? If it's not from the divine, like your twin flame is not going to let you continue to be out of alignment. And this is why I say, you know, when a person is talking about they're in a twin flame union, if they're constantly bringing you messages out of, she said, I think it's about to be Mercury retrograde. If it's not, it's about to be. Or either your Mercury is just retrograding in itself. But yeah, so like I said, you know, to anybody that experienced this woman or whatnot, what took y'all so long to speak up? And why aren't y'all able to speak up? That's part of the spell work. So how I broke the spell work, right? How I broke it was constant. Y'all think I'm about to say prayer? It's not. Constant devotion to a white light energy. Constant devotion. Not just to Kali Ma, but to Ma Durga, to Parvati, to Shiva, to Krishna. Like doing my mantras. Prayer is just one part of the assignment. Bhakti, B-H-A-K-T-I, is action. It's action. And this is something that I'm not sure if the Bible tell you, but I know that the Bible Gita literally says that you have to have action. You have to have action and fire ritual. Fire purifies everything. It also burns, you know, it burns up anything dark that is sent to you. You have to be doing, you just have to light lights. You have to light a candle. You have to light up. And this sounds crazy because people might be like, oh, she was just doing candle magic. No, it wasn't about candle magic. It's literally about lighting these diyas. These is all empty, but lighting these diyas. Like this right here is going to burn that energy, and then you're praying over it and you sending this fire to the divine. And you saying, listen, please take this light. And when I was praying yesterday, all I seen was white light here. All I seen was white light here in my crown. That's it. And I wanted to open my eyes to see if my candles was going up and down, and I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't. All I could do was, like, it's crazy. I almost knocked out at my altar. So I'm gonna write some ancestors first, known and unknown. Sakai. Being the collective ancestors. I'm burning this ancestor money on behalf of us because the ancestors is doing the work. All of this stuff that's coming out is so that we can get in alignment. So, like I said, you know what? I be getting upset when... I think I'm using the wrong word. And then plus, I don't like her. Look, I just really don't like her. That shit sound like some hater shit when I be letting it come out my mouth. Like, why don't you like her? That I just told y'all at the very beginning of this video why I don't like her. I don't. And so I'm going to continue to work on that. I'm going to continue to work on that because, like I said, one of my biggest assignments is finding compassion for even the most demonic human beings, because what happens when they clear that demon off of them? They're just going to be sad. And I think that's why, I think that's why she holds on to the demon so hard, is because or that, that assignment is because she doesn't have anybody. Like, y'all know Cardi B, my girl, right? After she got done eating Nicki up, she was like, you know what? I'm going to be honest. Like, because nobody around you is going to be honest. So, Eva, because I know you watch me too, I'm going to be honest. Because nobody around you is going to be honest, right? It's a lot of spiritual practitioners out here that don't like you. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. I know it's not just me. I feel it. I feel it. This is why when you shout people out, they don't reciprocate that. They don't give you that love back, and you start saying that people is haters and all that stuff. It's because you have a dark entity attached to you. Okay? In order to get that dark entity off of you, that's one of your assignments. You can't keep sending that energy out. And I know you make all your money online, and you might think that somebody just wants to move you offline so that you can't make no money or whatever the case is, but you are a Taurus. You are a Taurus. Go and learn something behind them computers. Not in front of the computer. Not in front of the computer. And when it comes to this spiritual work, that's so crazy. I just seen like a whole spirit, okay? When it comes to this spiritual work, like, actually put something behind what you're saying. I'm not talking about you studying on your own. Like, you really need to go and get a cleanse. Not a paid internet cleanse. But you need to go get your head washed, your feet washed, and really ask a real spiritualist, like, how do I get this into? Everybody is saying the same thing. They're not saying the same thing because my story is out there. They're saying the same thing. You have a dark energy on you, and you're stealing from people. And maybe you don't think, maybe, I don't know. Let me not say that. That's too much compassion right there. You know what you're doing. And you're going to, you most likely are going to end up drained. Because that's all that these demons do, is drain people. That's all they do. That's all they do. It show up in your face. It show up in your emotions. It show up in your readings. All of your shit sound, from video to video to video, you just sound like a recorded record of people not liking you, mama's not liking you, men not liking you, somebody cheating, somebody getting left, third party shit. It's all the same. It's all the same. Money is not, it's going to come when you in alignment. It's going to come when you out of alignment. You need to know which way you really truly want to go. And if this is the way that you really want to go, do not be mad that you don't have anybody. Do not be mad when that shit backfire on you. Like, just take your hits and just go. And be honest. And be honest. Like, if you truly want to be working with demonic ass energy, like, be honest with the people that you're dealing with. Because their spirit team, not spirit guides, their spirit team, they're going to fight you. They're going to battle up against you. And you're not winning every one. I know when I invoke my spirit team, you're not winning. I know that. So, what's the thing? Money don't unlame you. That's the end of it. Money does not unlame you. Community work unlames you. Community work unlames you. And being a tarot reader, and it's to all my tarot readers on here, being a tarot reader is not just a tarot reader is not community work. It's not community work. Being just a tarot reader. You don't do any personal readings. You can't do any personal readings. You don't do any personal healings. When you expose these things that happen, you don't have nothing to help these people with. Them oils, they don't help anybody. That sound like some hater ass shit. Then take it as some hater ass shit. I don't give a fuck. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It doesn't help anybody. All it does is just reassign some badass karma. So much karma on one person. She got to put it somewhere. So yeah, y'all. That's my that's in that part right there where I just said so much badass karma on someone that she got to put it somewhere. That be the part that be out of alignment. Then my little extra comments that I put on here. That be the part that be out of alignment. But it's the truth. But it's the truth. And so I just wasn't being nice when I said that. But everybody's telling the same story. Everybody's telling the same damn story. And I just want to say that before I get off of here, I want to say, this is my last part. My last part, y'all. My last part. Oh, it's 37. Last part. I apologize to anybody that I offended on my way to the light, that I offended. Except for Eva. I don't apologize to her. I don't apologize to her. Okay? So whatever you think that I did wrong to you, y'all need to forgive it. If not, then that's between y'all and y'all guys. But I'm just telling y'all that, shit, I'm human. And I don't be liking some of the weird shit that people do to me or whatever the case is. But I forgive y'all. Long as y'all didn't wish no death magic on me, I forgive you. If you wish any type of death magic on me, any type of thing that's not in alignment with my karma, with whatever the fuck it is that I did, okay? Any return to senders, I'm cool with that. I'm cool, because I'm cool. Y'all want to send return to senders back to me or whatever the case is, I'm absolutely fine with that. A fucking nail break. Okay? I'm absolutely fine with that. Because I know I don't send any darkness out. I send only healing. So if you want to send a healing back to a bitch, I guess I wake up and I say shit like this. But this might sound crazy or whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to leave this video up. I'm going to leave the last video up. And then we're going to move on to our next assignment. So on Friday, I'm going to be live. We're going to do the other 5 debts. The 5 great debts that people have. I'm going to be live on Friday. I'm going to be live before that too, because we have I have some readings that I want to get out for the full moon. I did take some notes that's besides all of this, right? About abundancy. I did get some words, some downloads about that. So we're going to move on from all of this. And we're going to go back into what we was doing. I just really had to clear that up. I felt like I had to clear that up. Y'all, every day we learning. This is the Healing Garden. And accountability is my middle name. So I felt like it was some accountability that needed to be said or needed to be done. Okay? This was like a commercial. Okay? Yes. This is like a commercial. I love that, Lori. That's dope. This was like a commercial. Girl, I'm about to screenshot that. That's going to be the thing. Now back to our regular schedule program. Look, now back to our regular schedule program. So yeah. And you know, I got a word from Krishna this morning, like I already told you. You know, when he I think the reason why the payment with Legatus, the reason why she canceled the payment that I had made to her shop, not because like this is me. This is me saying this from how I took it, how I interpreted it. I don't think that it was like, okay, she felt like I was being sent from evil or anything like that, because she a practitioner. She seen what, listen, stop playing with me. She seen exactly what I said about that girl. So I don't think it was like that. I think that it was spirit doing. I think it was my deities, Lord Krishna, really telling me, after I listened to what I listened to this morning, really telling me like, this whole thing is going to trigger me. Y'all see all that? These ashes is purifying. This whole thing is going to trigger me with Eva. And it's going to try to send me back into a karmic loop. Because I heard that girl trying to get me to address some things. Like, she wanted to trigger me. Even her posted the half naked picture. It was to try to trigger and me start going off and, you know, do all that stuff. All that should be a trigger. Like, girl, her talking about the deities, the same deities that we talking about, Oshun, you know, like her trying to say, yeah, I believe this my pantheon and all that stuff. All that is just a trigger to me, because I'm like, girl, no, it's not. You practice demonology. I'm definitely not about to let you demonize Oshun. I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to do it. I'm not. But I am. I'm gonna let her do it, because that's her backfire. That's gonna be her backfire right there. And that be the backfire of these people when you try to patronize the divine. That's the backfire. So spirit is like, just let her do it. Let her do it. Let her do it. And let somebody else be on that assignment. And I think that, you know, a lot of other spiritualists, like right now, I think that Legatus was chosen to air her ass out. She on assignment to expose that. So we all doing the same work over here, okay? So let's not get it twisted. So I just wanted to say that, and anybody else that speaks up about her, that's their assignment. That's their assignment, okay? Welcome to the initiates. All right, I love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. Have a wonderful, wonderful day on purpose. I'm so happy I have my pants and stuff on for work already, okay? I'm about to put my shoes on and head out the door. I love y'all. Have a good day. Why can't I end this video?